Welcome back, guys. This is Henry1502 Inc. I'm back and we are continuing with our Java interactive tutorial series, and in this video I will be showing you guys how to use and write and utilize variables and data types. And so far in this video I have already written one variable which uses a data type. So int is a data type, age is a variable, it's actually the name of a variable, 50 is the value of the age variable. So in order to write a variable you must use a data type. So think of it like this: if you want to make a movie, your computer, whether you're using Windows or you're using a Mac or whatever, your computer will make sure that that particular file is created as a .mo, .wm, .flash, whatever, and then it names it. Think of it like that, and then it gives it the value, which are the pixels that make up the video. So think of it just like that. Int is a data type, short for integer. Age is the name of the variable, 50 is the value, and the semicolon closes it all off. Double is another data type. Centimeters is another variable, equals 22.22, and then we add a semicolon. So centimeter equals 22.22. So whenever we print out centimeter, it will print out 22.22 because that is the value that we have set and assigned for it. Now notice how the third line is Dan. Now the reason why this is unique is because in order to use strings or text, you must use a string data type. So string basically tells Java that we want to create a text on the screen. So it's just like everything else. String, name your variable, which in this case is called name, equals Dan. So when we call it out, when we print it out, JavaScript will print out Dan. And Boolean is all about Boolean. No matter what you want, it's all about true or false. Your only allowed values are true or false. So when we run the code, we will get all of this. We will get the values of each variable. Now notice how double is different from int, because double allows us to be more precise. And what I mean by more precise is we can use as many decimal places as we so well choose. We don't always have to use integers, because even though integers is really popular, we can always use more things such as byte, long, short, char. I'm pretty sure. So get into the habit of that. Break out of just using int. Use something else. It can be very helpful, and if you keep watching, I might be able to assuage you into using one of them. And let's move on to the interactive portion of this video. So, welcome back. So what we are doing in lesson number 2 for the study guide is we are going over what exactly data types and variables are. So knowledge of data types and variables are essential in Java. Data types can dictate what you can do and what you cannot do at times. So the 9 primitive data types are int, double, float, boolean, short, char, byte, long, and string. They all have their own unique aspects. So a variable is a placeholder for either a known or unknown value, just like in math. How you can write a variable: assign it a data type, give it a name, and set it a value, and just add a semicolon, like we did for string name equals Dan. So data types are unique really because some data types have different memories sizes, allow you to use strings or integers, and can be used for if-else and statements, if-else statements, such as Boolean allows you to use for if-else statements. So did you notice that Dan was the only example in this tutorial that incorporated a text into it? If you had a keen eye, you would have picked that up. I guess another way you could define data types pretty much set the rules of what the variables have to follow, just like in math. So int, short for integer, typically is all about whole numbers. Now there are a few exceptions to this rule. Double can be whole numbers, and it's not exclusive to whole numbers. It can be whole numbers and have decimal places. String names can be text, such as names of just random letters, or they can have numbers inside of them, as long as you have the apostrophes. And Boolean, typically used for if and else statements, basically say, is what we just did true or not? Is it true or is it false? And later on we'll explain what that means. So here is the problem set for this week. The problem set for the challenge: you will be asked to create an application which incorporates data types and variables. The requirement is you must create at least 3 different applications which incorporate 3 different types and variable names. It should be pretty simple if you paid attention, and even if you didn't really pay attention, you should be able to pick it up just like that. And make sure you check out my Google Plus page and my YouTube pages and my Facebook pages, because those are where you can really find the full lessons to be at. Right now, maybe not right now, but in the coming weeks. So add, like, subscribe, comment down below. This is Henry1502 Inc. I'm out.